thank you so much for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. So this was my attempt at forging a wrought iron axe with a spring steel end bit. I have never forged wrought iron before, and I have tried making the wrap die before, but never quite 100% success. I usually forge weld in the end bit on all my axes, so I'm kind of used to that, but forge welding a wrap die was really a challenge. It took me 3 tries before I got it, and I was very close at giving up at one point because I felt like, oh, it's too hard for me. Let's go back to my comfort zone. But I decided to try it one more time, and I finally nailed it. And this is the axe that came out of it. So why did I choose wrought iron and not mild steel? Well, I'm not quite sure what kind of steel or iron they used back in the days, but I know that wrought iron is some of the oldest stuff that I can get my hands on, so I wanted it to be as much traditional as I could make it, and wrought iron was what I could get my hands on, and a wrap die is also a traditional way of forging an axe. One of many ways to forge an axe, I should say. There are a lot of ways to forge an axe, but if you think about it, you didn't need as big of a billet to forge the axe. You could use smaller pieces and weld them together to get the eye of the axe. So it makes sense, at least for me. But don't quote me on anything of this. So I also etched it to get a little bit more detail of the grain, which you especially can see if you look this way. It's almost like a pattern welded grain, but it's super beautiful. I really enjoy it, and I also etched it to get the spring steel to stick out a little bit, because high carbon steels tend to darken when etched in ferric chloride, which this has been etched in. So, and the handle is made of Swedish ash wood, locally produced here where I live. So yeah, it's been a real pleasure making this, and I really hope Skallagrim will enjoy it. I sure did, and it was really fun making this axe, and I really hope he will enjoy it and have fun with it. There are 2 things left to do before it's complete finished, and that is I need to sharpen it, and I also need to make a sheath for it, and also it needs to sit in the oil for a lot longer. I also tried using raw linseed oil instead of boiled linseed oil, which I usually use. I heard some rumors that apparently it can go deeper into the wood than boiled linseed oil. I don't know if that's true, but it remains to be seen. Since it's not as thick as boiled linseed oil, it's more watery than boiled linseed oil, so we'll see. Yeah, otherwise there's not much to say. I hope you really enjoyed the video, and there will be more videos like this in the future. I'm planning on making a sword very soon, and I will be filming that as well. So if you have any suggestions of the things you want me to make, please write them in the comment section, and or if you have any questions, ask them there, and I'll try to reply with an answer to the best of my knowledge. Also, like the video if you liked it. If you didn't, don't. And subscribe to the channel if you want to see more in the future, and you can go back and see what I made before. So thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you have a really great day. Goodbye.